Imagine this for a moment. In parts of rural India and southern Europe, it's still common to see people in their 70s rubbing warm oil into their legs before bed. It's not framed as medicine. It's a nightly ritual, passed down quietly, often without explanation. Meanwhile, in many modern countries, adults begin losing balance, leg strength, and confidence in their movements shortly after retirement. Same human body, very different outcomes. That contrast forces an uncomfortable question. Are we missing something simple that supports the aging body while we sleep? Here's a statistic that often surprises people. According to data published in the Journal of Geriatric Physical Therapy, nearly 35% of adults over 65 experience a measurable decline in lower limb strength and balance within just 5 years, even without a major illness. This loss isn't dramatic at first. It shows up as stiffness in the morning, slower walking speed, or needing support to stand. And once that decline starts, it tends to accelerate. Tonight we're going to talk about something far less dramatic than a new drug or expensive device. We're going to talk about castor oil applied before sleep, what it may be doing inside your body overnight, and where the science is supportive, cautious, or still evolving. I'll be honest with you. The most important benefit isn't the one most people talk about. I'll come back to that near the end. I'm approaching this as a health educator, not a traditional healer. The goal here is understanding biology, safety, and realistic expectations, especially for adults over 55 who want to protect their independence. We'll move from the least impactful effect to the most essential one. Let's start with number 4, overnight skin and connective tissue hydration. Biologically, aging skin doesn't just become thinner. It loses elasticity and water content, particularly in the lower legs and feet, where circulation is already reduced. That dryness isn't cosmetic. Stiffer skin and fascia slightly restrict movement, especially around the ankles and knees, which directly affects balance. Castor oil is rich in ricinoleic acid, a fatty acid known for its occlusive and humectant properties. When applied at night, it forms a barrier that slows water loss while you sleep, a time when skin repair activity is naturally higher. A small study published in the International Journal of Pharmaceutical Sciences found that topical oils high in ricinoleic acid improved skin hydration by about 20% over 4 weeks compared to no treatment. The instruction here is simple. Apply a small amount to clean skin on the lower legs or joints before bed and gently massage until absorbed. No heavy pressure is needed. For safety, seniors should avoid broken skin and test a small area first, especially if you have sensitive skin or diabetes. This effect alone won't transform mobility, but it quietly supports comfort and joint range over time. Number 3 is local circulation support. As we age, blood flow to the extremities decreases, partly due to vascular stiffness and reduced nitric oxide signaling. Poor circulation contributes to cold feet, stiffness, and slower tissue repair. Gentle massage itself improves circulation, but certain oils may enhance that effect. Research from the University of Lagos examined castor oil packs and localized blood flow using Doppler measurements. They observed modest but measurable increases in superficial circulation after consistent nightly use over 2 weeks. We're not talking dramatic changes, but enough to improve warmth and tissue responsiveness. The biological relevance is this. Better circulation overnight means more oxygen and nutrients reaching muscles and connective tissue during repair cycles. Instructions remain conservative. Massage upward toward the heart, lightly, for 2 to 3 minutes per area before sleep. Progression advice matters here. If you're prone to swelling or have vascular disease, keep applications brief and avoid tight coverings. Castor oil supports circulation indirectly. It doesn't replace movement or medical care. Now number 2, and this is where people often lean in. Overnight inflammation modulation. Chronic low-grade inflammation is one of the biggest drivers of mobility loss after 55. It affects joints, muscles, and even nerve signaling. Ricinoleic acid has been studied for its interaction with prostaglandin pathways, which influence pain and inflammation. A study in the Journal of Ethnopharmacology showed that topical ricinoleic acid reduced experimentally induced inflammation in animal models by approximately 30%. Human data is more limited, but a small clinical trial from the University of Pretoria observed reduced self-reported joint discomfort in older adults using Castor oil topically for 6 weeks. Biologically, this matters because inflammation disrupts nighttime tissue repair. When inflammation is lower, muscles and joints respond better to movement the next day. Instructions here should be realistic. Apply castor oil to stiff joints such as knees, ankles, or hips before bed, using gentle heat from your hands to spread it. Safety is critical. This is not a replacement for anti-inflammatory medication when prescribed. Seniors with arthritis or on blood thinners should speak with a clinician before consistent use. Think of this as supportive, not corrective. And now we arrive at number 1, the most essential effect, and the one that rarely gets discussed properly: nervous system downregulation and sleep quality. Mobility loss isn't just mechanical, it's neurological. Poor sleep disrupts muscle repair, balance reflexes, and coordination, according to research from Harvard Medical School. Adults over 60 who sleep fewer than 6 hours per night show significantly reduced gait stability and reaction time. Here's where the ritual itself becomes powerful. Gentle, repetitive touch before sleep activates the parasympathetic nervous system. This lowers cortisol and prepares the brain for deep sleep. While castor oil isn't a sedative, its thick texture slows movement and enhances sensory feedback, amplifying the calming effect of touch. A study in the Journal of Sleep Research found that pre-sleep tactile routines improved sleep onset and efficiency by around 15% in older adults, regardless of the substance used. The oil simply makes the ritual more effective and comfortable. Why does this matter for independence? Because deep sleep is when growth hormone is released, muscles repair, and balance systems recalibrate. No supplement or exercise works well without it. The instruction here is intentionality. Apply castor oil slowly, breathe steadily, and treat it as a signal to your nervous system that the day is ending. Safety advice is straightforward. Avoid slippery floors after application, use socks if needed, and keep the routine calm and brief. This is where the emotional impact comes in. Independence isn't lost all at once. It fades through small failures, poor sleep, stiff mornings, hesitation before standing. When seniors regain a sense of control over their nightly routine, they often regain confidence in their bodies. I've spoken with older adults who say the biggest change wasn't less pain, but feeling more connected to their bodies again, more aware. It's more respectful of what their body needs at night. Castor oil isn't a miracle. It doesn't reverse aging. But when used thoughtfully, it supports the systems that allow movement to remain safe, confident, and dignified. If you're over 55, I'd like to hear from you. Share your age in the comments, and let me know if you've ever tried a nightly routine like this, or if stiffness and balance are your biggest concerns right now. Your experiences help others feel less alone, and they guide what we explore next. Because aging well isn't about chasing youth, it's about protecting the ability to move through your own life on your own terms.